Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So for those of you who don't know, my name's Joe. This channel is all about ADHD and I truly believe that ADHD is a superpower. Today's topic is going to be about these bad boys. So for those of you who can't see, hopefully the camera's got that. Elvanse, I think that's how you say it. It's ADHD medication. And if you watch my previous videos, you know that I've been debating started taking ADHD medication, and I've decided to take the plunge. I've spoke to a few people, some of the research I've done, some of the podcasts I've listened to. I think the reoccurring theme is, it does really enhance their life. Obviously there's some scare stories out there as well, but I'm going to go for it. I think I've got nothing to lose. I've paid an awful lot of money to get these tablets. I don't know if I said the full details on the last video, but I've paid around just over £500 to get tested. And then the first course of tablets, I think it was £330, which is absolutely crazy. And that's not because the tablets cost that themselves, that's because you have to have a medical review after a certain period. So I'm hoping this is not going to carry on, and I don't intend to take them every single day either, but we will see. I think the people that I have spoke to that have been taking them did take them every day, and they're a big sort of advocate for that, so we'll have to wait and see. I mean, if it's absolutely mind-blowing, then I will take them. There's someone I speak to that goes to my local gym, and there's a few people there actually, and they both said it's like the mental clarity you have in comparison to before is just unmatched. So yeah, I'm really hoping we're going to get some positive benefits. So really this is just a quick video to say I'm taking the plunge. I will be documenting it on this channel, but I'm a little bit apprehensive if I'm honest. I think there's something about being medicated, being on pills potentially for a long time, which I don't really agree with. I'm all up for taking a paracetamol, some ibuprofen or something when it's needed for a short time, mainly just that one time, but when it comes to taking something every day, it makes me feel a little bit nervous. But I think it's definitely for the better. I don't know whether it's because I've now been diagnosed, but I'm definitely feeling the ADHD more, probably because I'm more aware of it, and I did touch on this on the last video that I did. But yeah, I don't think I've got anything to lose. So let's have a look at what we've got to do. So basically there's 30 milligram tablets here and then 50s here. So what they want me to do is start by taking these for 1 week, so I've got 7 in there. And then there's another 21 in here, I believe. How many is there? Yes, there's 21 50 meg tablets in here. So I don't know if that's going to focus, trying to get my face. The light's not helping us, but hopefully you can get some sort of shot of those. Interestingly, quite a lot of people have not heard about this brand. I think because of the worldwide shortage of ADHD medication. These may be some new ones. I spoke to a few people about it who actually are quite versed in medication, particularly ADHD medication, and no one's heard of it. But we'll have to get into it and see. I know most of these are sort of like amphetamine based, aren't they? So it's going to give you that like bump in dopamine that you need, and hopefully that's just going to chill me out, I'm hoping. What my apprehensions are that firstly what I said about the medication, and secondly I don't want it to take away any more creativity. But from what I've seen, I've mentioned this before, but there's a guy called Tommy Mallet here in the UK who's a really successful entrepreneur, and he was worried about the same things, but he said he's got all the productivity, all the creativity now, but he's just not as scattered. So I'm kind of hoping that's still the case with me as well, and that's really the end goal, where I can just focus a little bit more and then go from there. I suppose the only other thing to talk about is actually I've got a paid job and I get drug tested, not routinely but sporadically. Like I haven't actually been tested since I've been there, but it's a chance. And I was quite conscious that taking these medications can give you a false positive on a drug test, so please do be aware of that if you're in a similar situation. But I've run it past my boss. I said, this is the crack. I actually said to him, I won't take them if it's going to be a deal breaker. If you tell me that I'm going to lose my job if I get caught, then I won't. But it will be fully prescribed. you know, I've got a prescription for them. And they was dead sound about it. To be honest, they was like more than helpful about it. But I don't know about you guys, but I didn't want it to be a pity party. I didn't want them to feel like I've got a disability and they have to cater for that. I just wanted to let them know that if I do get a false positive, I've got a prescription, we're all good. And this is obviously good from their behalf, but they was being very concerned and like asking if I need anything, blah, blah, blah. Which I really didn't want it to be about that, because I don't know if it's personal pride or whatever, but yeah, I just wanted them to know that, you know, that there's a chance I'll get a false positive. But they were really, really good about it. And I think most employers should be in this day and age. You'd like to hope so anyway, especially with how documented ADHD and some other similar sort of issues are. So yeah, that's it. Like I say, I will keep posting, I will keep updating. The plan is not to take them today. I'm actually going to start tomorrow. The reason being, I'm going to a wedding today. I probably won't drink a lot. I'm going to drive, so I might have 1 or 2 early on in the day, as long as I've got like 3 or 4 or 5 hours to get it all out of my system before I start driving again. That's going to be absolutely fine. So I just thought the best thing to do is not to do them today. Also, I might have an adverse side effect to them. From previously, I can be quite like, it's really weird, I'm quite like sensitive to stimulants, but then they die off quite quick. I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that. So stimulants do hit me, and I'd say like I'm quite sensitive to stimulants in some circumstances, but then they wear off really quick. And for instance, caffeine, they'll hit me, and it will hit me quite hard, but then I'll have such a big downward spiral after, like I'll be really, really tired after. So there's potential I might get some of that. Probably not the best to try it while I'm at a wedding, so I'm going to just go to the wedding today, enjoy myself. And luckily for me, I don't know about how this relates to you guys, but for me, like I've coped for 37 years now with my ADHD, so it's absolutely fine. So yeah, I've rambled on for quite a bit, but basically I'm just rambling on to tell you that I'm starting medication. You've seen previously I was on the fence, I wasn't quite sure, but yeah, I'm going for it. I've paid enough money for it, I might as well give it a go. If it works, great, and I will be documenting it. If it doesn't, I'll still be documenting anyway. But thanks for getting this far. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe, and leave any comments you've got down below, any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.